Tell you a joke? Nah.
No. You know what? They might. I know. Who's been sunny? You've been sunny? My old man used to take me when I was a nibber. We used to live in... That's sacred, isn't it?
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the European Masters Section 2 final here at Newton Blackpool in Blackpool. Let's bring your players on for the day. 2017 National Mixed Pairs Champion, former British Isles Singles Under-25s Champion from Swale, it is Perry Martin.
Ain't seen nothing yet. But baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. It's something that you're never gonna forget. But baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet.
And up against Perry, ladies and gentlemen, he's a former World Indoor Singles Champion. He's England International with 59 caps. From Lincoln and District, it is Billy Jackson. And Jason Parkinson.
Well, thanks very much, Richard. It's the last game here of this Co-op Funeralcare European Masters. And Jason and I are with you for this game. Another really exciting game on the cards here, Jason.
Certainly is, Janice. It's going to be a cracker, this one.
It's a very, very interesting game. This, of course, Perry Martin beat Jason in the semi-finals here yesterday. Billy Jackson beat Trevor Taylor on the
Jack
last
length, 29.5 metres.
end of the tie-break.
Yeah, both players playing the conversion shots very well, Janice. Got them out of trouble a few times.
Yeah, I think that's why this is going to be a very interesting game. Of course, this is the Tour Card 2 here. Tour Card 1's been won this morning by Danny Dennison, who beat Simon Skelton to take his place in the ranking tournaments of the WBT events next year. The winner here of this game takes Tour Card 2, which again would entitle them to a place in every one of the World Bowls Tour ranking events. The first one of those being from the 4th to the 11th of November at the Dewars Centre at Perth, where the winner of this will face Jonathan Ross. Quite a reasonable draw that as well in a first round, Jason. You've played at Perth, nice venue up there.
It's a lovely venue. Yeah, great viewing gallery. Plenty to do, isn't there?
Nice commentary position at Perth because we can see the rinks as well. So it's always friendly faces up there. We've had snow a few times up there as well. But that's the next tournament after this one. Fancy a bit of bowls in between in August. Indoor bowls features at the Special Olympics, which is in Sheffield this year, every 4 years. Just like the Olympics,
Held at
the venue Sheffield this year. And the Indoor Bowls is at Doncaster Indoor Bowls.
half an inch
7th
short.
to the 11th of August. Come on down. See some amazing people play bowls.
Going early.
Well, can he get a result of his own? Well, the magician's done it again.
Yes.
That's the one thing about Billy. He does tend to get reasonable results out of his runners. That's he got the magician nickname when he won the Super Bowl 2 years ago here. Came from well behind in his semi-final and managed to produce a couple of wonder bowls to get counts. Perry looks on a good track here though.
Yeah, good start from Perry.
One red.
Green's running a bit faster today. Very warm outside. Says it's running roughly around about 4 feet quicker, he reckons.
All right. Yeah, it's lovely and sunny outside at Blackpool here. are, Billy. All on your pace. It's Billy from the Lincoln Indoor Bowls Club.
1 green.
Has a great view of Ryan and Ben, his two sons. He won the National Federation pairs with Ryan. Ryan's on the right-hand side of your picture there. Of course, he carried his dad to the win. And I mentioned that to him earlier in the week. He said, yeah, as always, has to carry his dad. The man on the mat, Perry Martin, from one of the strongest clubs in the country at the moment, Swale. Won the National Indoor Mixed Pairs this year with Sandy Hazel, also part of the top club team that won the National Top Club. Very strong club, Swale.
1 shot. Billy Jackson.
And as usual, warm welcome to our viewers at home joining us live on YouTube and on Facebook. Nice to see Dylan's on from South Africa. Janice says hello.
Yeah, it's great to have viewers all over the world who are able to tune in to us now. We produce all our events on YouTube, and as we mentioned earlier, first time on Facebook Live.
Yeah, it's gone down really, really well.
Oh, we had an amazing viewers figure for the last game. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us.
Jack length 29 metres.
Quick question for you, Janice. Dylan wants to know if people from the other countries can enter this tour car event. Details, obviously, for all the World Bowls tours and the events are on the website.
Yeah, if anybody wants to get any information on the events they can enter, they just go on the World Bowls Tour website. I hope that answers your question.
Select your own country. It takes you to the relevant page.
Yep. Join your PBA association in that country. We've had a very strong field over here this year for this tour card event. Of course, it's such a big prize getting through in all 3 events.
I quite enjoyed the format as well, to be honest with you, Janice.
Yeah, well, the tour card used to be played at regional areas, and then the finals came here. But this is the first time we've played it here as a knockout, and it's been quite good because there's been a lot of players about. It's been quite a social affair as well, really, Jason.
That's right. Yeah, you know, everybody tends to go for their own areas, like you see, depending on dates and when you're available. So it's good, you know, to catch up with your friends that you don't tend to see from time to time.
Yeah, of course, Perry's all the way up from Swale in Kent.
2 red.
Long distance for him to travel.
Front red bowl is 14 inches short of Jack Pie. The last bowl is 8 inches past Jack High with a gap of 5 inches.
Got a nice rest there on this backhand. Normally prefers to play his forehand, but forced onto the backhand here because Perry's blocked the forehand draw. Perry, one of the few players to win both the national singles and the national under-25 singles in the same year.
Cracking achievement. A lot of talented young players coming through. Always great to see.
Just needs to slip past his own ball here. Doesn't want to get wrecked on it. Still room for Billy.
Yeah. I'm just wondering whether he chances his runner again.
Favourite's a 3, Billy.
It's 3.
3, I think he'll go for it.
Forehand runner from Billy Jackson here.
Jack in the ditch.
In the area.
1, 2. Yep.
And got 2 away. Yeah, not frightened to try and change things with the runner, Billy. Of course, when he won the World Pairs, Indoor Pairs, he actually led for David Gawley. Won that a
1
couple
red.
of times, didn't it? I believe he won the World Championships. We were looking at his list earlier, Jason, back in 2009. He won the singles.
That's right. He won the singles in 2009 and was also runner-up in the pairs the same year.
I was there and saw that last bowl of Billy. He had about 2 feet to draw to win the World Championships, and if you think about the pressure on that, 3,000 people in the auditorium there, along with all the viewers at home, and he drew shot was a nail-biting final.
2 shots, Perry Martin.
So I'll be keen, obviously, to get his ranking points built back up again, Billy. Started to drop down the ranking list over the last couple of years. I think at the highest, I think he's been 9th.
Yeah, I think he went up to 9th just after winning the world title there, and then just dropped down a bit. He, as we all have family things go on, and sometimes family comes first in certain times. And I know one of the years he did win a tour card.
Jack length,
here
30.5 metres.
when we got to the winter session. He had other things on his mind when he was playing, so really keen to get back now. Billy wants another one of these tour cards, give himself another crack at the whip, so to speak. And before he drops out of the rankings, talking earlier about the ranking system works for 3 years, Jason, and then you lose your points.
Yep.
Of course, Perry not been at one of the World Bowls Tour ranking events. He wants to have a go at them. And to be fair, he's been one of the most consistent players all weekend, both on this TV rink and on the other rinks at the venue that we've been playing on.
Yeah, he's played very well, Janice. I've been watching him, obviously, against me. Played very well. Some great conversion shots. Nice lad as well, on and off the green.
He's made a few friends here at Blackpool. Looks close again here. Rest on Billy's bowl. Just got inside it. Great bowl.
3-inch gap. 12 inches short of Jack High with a gap of 15 inches.
Marker Dan McManus giving precise instructions there to Billy as to where the bowls sit. He can make his decision on his shot. Timer down the backhand. Close.
Yep, he plays his pace very, very well. Slight edge.
1-2, got it perfectly. A bit unfortunate that the jack scooted out so far, but you'll certainly think it looks like he might even be holding 2 shots.
Yeah, great angle there from the ditch cam.
Next time you're watching one of these nature programmes, Jason, and you see these penguin cams, you'll remember back
I
to
remember ditch cam.
our ditch cam.
It's like R2D2.
It is a bit.
Oh,
One
good
right.
bowl. It's very, very hard to finish close to the jack. There's not a lot of room out there.
Decision on.
Slightly tighter bowls, I think, Janice, these Tiger Pros.
Yeah, he's playing with his Tiger Pros. He does prefer them on this rink. Still gets a decent line off them.
How's your pace? Yep.
Yeah, done enough. Finished quite well for
One
line
green.
as well. Can't afford to get any closer to the sideboardings. Before we get the question in, if they do hit the sideboardings, Jason, they're a dead bowl.
Yep.
Bowl's removed off the rink.
So right out on the high line. Stood right across on the mat on the inside. Just trying to hold the bias up.
Start to go now. Can it do enough to hang on? I think it might have just turned away. Hard to tell from our camera angle sometimes, but like Billy could still be just hanging on to shot there. Again, very, very wide towards where the advertising boards are.
It's a cracking line.
That should stay in, Jason.
It's a great bowl by Billy.
2 shots, Billy Jackson.
I was saying a lot of people see Billy as being a skip and a backhand player and plays all the big conversion shots, but he's actually very, very dangerous when he's drawing well.
It certainly is. Tactics wise, it's quite hard to play against Billy sometimes because you just never actually know which shot he's going to play. He's very, very attacking.
Yeah, he can be attacking earlier than a few people would
yeah.
think he was. Has he sent this jack off?
Jack length 29 metres.
Wow, that must have been fairly close,
yeah,
I think.
he just vanished off the screen.
Great opening bowl there from Billy. Loves this forehand down this side of the rink. This is playing away from the commentary position. Been in several tour cards here over the years, and obviously played the Super Bowl, so I've watched this delivery, and these bowls come down this hand many times. He's very, very consistent. A nice couple of bowls to rest on there for Perry. Of course, Perry's bowls won the first tour card here.
Yes.
Danny borrowed them to play with, and was very successful with them. And I said, my pieces of useless information, has there ever been a time when the same
Two
sex
green.
won two finals? Well, we don't often have events where there's two finals
No.
in a day, so I think we can safely say not yet. Changed hand because just wants to make sure he's neatening this head up a bit. Let's come to a good home.
3 green.
Perry, go
Go
quicker
quick.
at this.
Yeah, I think he'll just blast this.
He's going to go under. Will they get one away? Got one away, yeah.
Taking his own, unfortunately.
Unfortunate there, got the big show. I know I was talking to Perry because yesterday's game against yourself, Jason, it was the first time he'd played under shot clock. And he did say that
3
he'd
green.
find himself rushing a little bit, but he's had that experience. He
Shot
said he
ball
learnt
was an
from
inch
that. It's always
past.
good to hear a young player's learnt from something.
Yeah, sure.
Realised he had an issue with it, and he's learnt from it.
Like you say, you've just got to know roughly how long it takes you to deliver a bowl, so you know roughly what time you want to be approaching the mat. Really, Johnny, it does take a a good couple of games really to get the way you're going to play the shot clock.
He's good again here.
4 green.
He's played under the shot clock many times. We were talking to Simon Skelton about this earlier. He tries to ignore the shot clock altogether and
He
just doesn't take timeouts if he can help it at all. Different people do different tactics. Tell you what, down the very, very good line here, Perry. Currently 4 down in this end.
Get up, Bo, get up!
That is
Very
a cracking
close.
bowl.
What a great bowl from Perry Martin there.
Well played.
1 shot. Perry Martin.
Looking down the barrel of 4 down there, and Perry Martin plays an awesome last bowl to get shot. 3 across after 4 ends. Don't forget we play 2 sets of 11 ends in these finals. Of course, if necessary, a 3-end tie break.
Jack length 29.5 metres.
Must be warmer down there, Johnny, so all the spectators are at the same side.
Yes, I think Richard Madison, before we went live, was just saying if everybody sits at that end, does it mean that the rink will sink at that end? It's the handiest place to get to the bar, Jason, isn't it?
Certainly is. Or the cafe. Good opening bowl there from Perry.
Track from Billy here. All on pace. He'll swing it all the way back in if it's a perfect weight. Yep, made it back. Billy, of course, very, very popular here at Blackpool as well, because he always comes along to the events with a smile on his face. The stewards here take Billy to the heart, and I know they've really got on with Perry. He's been a good lad, chatting to some of the older members of the club.
So not a bad ball there.
It keeps. It's a keeper.
Certainly is. Build the head. He's on a tighter line.
Well, there's enough weight he can rest off the closest Perry bowl, but I don't know if it's just quite got the pace.
1 green.
Looking at that shelf where the trophy's been all week, and there's been 2 trophies. You know it's coming down to the final game when one trophy's gone, one to go. There we go. Tour Card 2 trophy, awaiting one of these gentlemen out here on the ring. Billy's just making sure he covers the back here. So he's sticking to his backhand. Just over it. It was one of those bowls, Jason.
One
You don't
green.
want to make be sure you want to just be reaching the bowl, and
Your last ball
That's right.
it hangs off
is
sometimes.
just short of 3 feet.
Be aware, obviously, just having the one red bowl in the head. Won't want to remove that.
Chance for Billy to draw another bowl in here.
Out on the high line.
This is the line of his first bowl, so all on his pace. It makes the trip.
It's going to fall away, I think, Janice. Yep.
Just sat down.
1 shot, Billy Jackson.
Things like that that really you think to yourself, well, I could have got a second bowl in there. Close game, 4-3 after 5 ends to Billy the Wizard Jackson.
It's a good game as well, Janice.
Yeah, good bowls. Both players are playing well. Sort of anticipated that was going to happen. Billy, like I say, is a steady player. Everybody knows Billy's been one of the top ones in the world over the years. And Perry has really impressed this week. And for those of
Jack length 29 metres.
you out there that know him in the nationals and international setups, you know what a class act Perry Martin is. Just onto the line, finished up quite well. Perry down that wider line, it's a lovely hand, is that, isn't it, Jason? If you just get the right pace, it'll swoop all the way back for you. Look at this, will actually come back past where the jack is.
Yeah, it's a big swinging hand. Obviously, for the club games, Janice, we always play the 2 metre tees. It's even bigger hand.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can go a lot wider than that.
This is the bona fide rink 2 here at Blackpool Newton Hall. The stands that you see on either side are actually laid on rinks 1 and 3. And when people arrive at the club, when they've seen it on the TV events and then they see it all open, it's quite a shock to people how different it looks.
It certainly does.
Now, is this making the trip?
Just under.
2 green.
So a little bit of a loose end here. First one.
think it's commentator's curse, just
Yeah.
saying how well they were playing.
It's my fault. So Billy, looking to tidy up now.
Well, as long as it gets past the short red and got a little bit of help off it.
Very good. It was a good ball with a miss.
Currently holding 3. Very changing to the backhand. He played the backhand down here very well. 2 or 3 chances down there. Chop and lie the bowl. Get the jack through. Looks on target.
That's a 1-2 here, Janice.
He's after. Yeah, great
Well
result.
played. Lots of options down there, like you say, Janice. Percentage bowl.
Yeah. So both of these players play the aggressive game very well. Well, this looks on a very good line. What's his weight like? Has he overplayed this?
He has.
One red.
He'll be disappointed with that. A big chance for Perry to score 2 here. Well, he has to beat that green ball to the right of your screen to get a second shot.
A good ball there from Perry.
2 shots. Perry Martin.
I know you like me talking about my patterns on these scorecards, but we seem to be doing it again here. Perry's winning to Billy's jack and jack vice versa. It's just creates a pretty pattern on the scorecard. So Billy's won every end so far, playing in this direction. Let's see who's first to change that.
Jack length 28 metres.
Jonathan Ross, who'll be facing one of these players at the Scottish International Open, which is again kindly sponsored by Co-op Funeralcare. Will no doubt be sat with interest. To be fair, whichever one of these players he gets will be tough. The draw for the Scottish International Open was made last night here live on the YouTube streaming as well as on Facebook, so if you want to see that draw live, just go on the link and you'll be able to have another look at it. Closer here.
Certainly is. Made the adjustment. The ball.
Nice smooth delivery, Billy Jackson, very consistent. Is this making the trip? Because it's a great line if it is.
1 red.
This will swing all the way back in if it's a good pace. Yeah, gives Billy a sighter though there.
Mine from the jack, please.
Your ball from the
Yeah,
jack.
you can be looking at
Just
resting
short
it,
of 2
fall
feet,
back.
Billy.
Often when you can't see the jack from the mat, if your opponent puts a bowl just to the side, you can play up to that bowl, give you a sighter, and it looks like he's on track with this one.
Just
What's
going to
his
dip, I
weight
think.
like?
He's going to dip. Yeah.
extra pace.
Just a foot.
1 red.
Finding a good line.
The winner of this
It's
gets
close for 2,
to go
Billy.
to all three of our World Bowls Tour venues, all three different events really. It's quite nice that all three venues are different. Of course the International Open comes to Blackpool Newton Hall, to this rink in March. That's the last of the three events. The big one of course is the World Championships. Everybody wants to win the Worlds, Jason.
Certainly do. Great prize. Be world champion.
And then the first of the events is at Perth, as I mentioned earlier, between the 4th and the 11th of November at the Dewis Centre. So all three different events at different venues, but all three gain them ranking points.
Umpire, please.
Umpire being called here. I think two have been declared. It might just be one's been declared. Hard to tell from our cameras here. One's definitely been taken out.
One red, measure for second.
Now steady hands Thornhill
2 shots, Perry Martin.
does the measure for us, and it's 2 shots to Perry Martin. He's upset the pattern on my scorecard there.
I thought you'd noticed that, Janice.
It's little things they say, Jason. 7-4 up after 7 ends. Don't forget we play 11 end sets here, so there's still 4 ends left to play. Perry Martin takes a 3-shot lead.
Jack length 25.5
This
metres.
is the time for Perry to win this end and try and push this score forward, create a bigger gap. And of course, Billy, it's the end that he needs to be back in it really. 1 or 2 at this end for Billy would certainly help the Jackson cause. Looks like a good opener here from Perry. Just pulled up short. I thought that was running better than that. Hard to tell with this camera. What's your pace like, Billy? Because you've got to get one side or the other of this red bowl. Just about done it.
Just bent away. So a slight adjustment here for Perry. Not much, around about a foot.
Well, it looks close. Urging it on.
Played a good ball here.
Very good here.
Well played, Perry. Well,
Billy to change hand here. Play it down the backhand.
yeah, he might just arrive on this.
An inch short.
Use his own bowl. Certainly just arriving.
I was saying sometimes Billy will tend to play more forceful. I think I was just expecting a couple of yard on shot there from Billy, to be fair. Oh, what do I know? I'm sat here, he's out there.
Exactly.
Oh, come on. You thought the same.
Yeah, it's personal preference, isn't it, Janice?
Oh, yeah.
You play to your own strengths.
What you're confident playing with. The shot you see is always the best shot to play.
Lucky Perry, good bowl though. I think he might go again, Janice.
Doesn't want to take his own ball out this time. Swap in hand, forehand.
Kick. Just kicks like that.
Yeah, it looked good from his hand. He's even pondering it there himself, Billy. It looked very good for the front bowl. Seemed to kick out.
So Perry going for cover. Just slipping around the back.
If he's holding 2 shots, there's no need for him to make the target any bigger.
I think he's committed himself now, Janice. I think he needs
One
to go
down
again.
on the respot, Billy.
One down on the respot. Just ask him what the position would be on the respot to the right hand side of your screen.
Depends where his running bowl goes.
Going again. Gone harder. Oh, what a result.
That's a great result.
Fantastic result. Didn't even come up to the head to have a look at the angle.
One shot. Billy Jackson.
At one point I thought he was going to drop a few on the other spot, Janice, to be honest. The jack moved to the other side of the rink. But no, good shot.
Kind of spun and took all the bowls out. Puts him back within shouting distance. One shot.
Yeah, he didn't want to be losing a couple there.
On 2 behind. 3 ends to play.
Certainly anybody's game.
A really good game of bowls this to watch. To be sat in here commentating on it's been very good.
Jack length 29.5 metres.
Wide line here from Billy Jackson. Got to be perfect weight for it to make it back. Well, I think might have just overplayed this. It might get inside Billy's to get shot, but running through a touch. Billy swapped to his forehand. One better bowl there.
Still plenty of room for them both, the way they're playing. Out on a good line again here with Perry's bowl.
Charlie Ben's just come in to sit in to watch a bit of the game. Charlie lost to Perry in the quarter-finals on a very tight game.
One red.
It's on the outside ring.
Tiny gap. Very, very small.
I was saying before, it's been a very sociable weekend. Most of the players have stayed either on site or close by and normally been found either in the bar or in the cafe, if not in the auditorium. Just overplayed that.
One red.
Still the one red here. Not sure Billy's got a lot on. He's just tried to play that down his forehand and he's swapping to the back. It's too dangerous off the four now. He's sat his own bowl down. Oh, sorry, if he sat Perry's bowl down off the forehand, could drop a bigger count. Is this reaching? Needs to reach.
Just pulling up Janice. So, chance for Perry.
Yeah, important end as well, and 9, 2 ends left to play after this. Perry holding 1. Gives him a 3-shot lead with 2 ends to play. If he could slot another in.
Timeout called.
Taking a timeout, does
Perry
right.
has 4 timeouts remaining.
Big bowl this.
Well, he's on a good line. What's his pace like? Can we just get down? Here it comes now. That's a cracking bowl. Well played, Perry.
Great bowl.
2 red. Two shots. Perry Martin.
Gives him a 4-shot lead. Playing 2 ends to go.
So he needs to score this end, Billy.
Yeah, it's a must-win end. Even with my mathematical skills.
You've just got enough fingers.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Don't need an abacus for that one.
So just taking his time.
Yeah, there's no shot clock between the jack being sent and the first bowl delivered, so Perry's got all the time he wants to deliver this bowl. Billy down a very good track here. Does like this forehand, as I mentioned earlier. Just needs to stop.
It's a good opener.
Ideally wants to be looking to score a couple here, Billy. Give himself a chance in the last end to just have to pick up 2 shots. I mentioned earlier that picking up 3s and 4s at this level is hard work and either involves somebody playing a bad end or an element of luck.
Just push through. So chance for Billy now. Drop another one in.
Well, if it gets inside Perry's bowl,
Just going to use it.
and
Two
it gets
green.
him 2. Very quick to change hand those. Like I say, he's played this backhand down this away from the commentary position very well all weekend. Now this is all on his pace because he's on a very good track here. Just overplayed it. That got second.
1 green.
Yep. Second shot. So I was giving him something to rest on. Billy was just looking at arriving onto that bowl or turn of the jack.
Does that look a tight line to you?
It does hold a little bit here on this length.
Oh, he's got
Just
to be
short.
reaching, yeah.
Just short, yeah.
That was a big chance really, get to the red bowl, turn it out once or rest off it.
It's unusual for Billy to play one that loose. Shaking his head.
Yeah, definitely not happy with that. Knows how important it is he scores at this end, and I tell you what, Perry's on a good track to stop that happening now. Well, Perry Martin. What a great bowl.
That's a fantastic bowl.
1 red.
Playing well, isn't he, Janice?
Yeah, he's playing exceptionally well. He's
Ball short of
been
Jack high.
consistent all weekend, so forcing Billy to try the forehand to just lift that bowl out. Got to be perfect line and perfect weight with this.
He's looking at it.
He's watching it. He's going to go now.
Yep, gone. So, Perry Martin takes the first set of this Tour
1
Card
shot.
2
in the
final.
first set. Perry Martin.
10 shots to 5.
Opening set really. It was good bowls all round. You know, 10-5. It could have so easily been a lot closer than that. But Perry's just caught with the big bowls just when needed. When Billy was holding that 4 shots, Perry drew shot. You know, sometimes you get second or you get third bowl in, but actually to draw shot, it's a 5-shot turnaround just with 1 bowl. These players play with Henselite bowls. Perry actually works for Henselite. He's a sales manager for them.
Jack length 29.5
Billy
metres.
Jackson's one of the Henselite players, group of players that play under the Henselite banner. Play with different models of bowls though.
Yep, Perry's playing with the Henselite Tiger Evo. And Billy's playing with the just slightly tighter Tiger Pro.
I think it's the first time I've seen the Evo played with at a televised event.
He's doing his salesman pitch on the green.
Ah, right, that's why, is it?
Especially if they win. Very focused out there.
One thing they say sometimes is if you're on a winning roll, which Perry Martin certainly is on a winning roll. He used to being in the winners' enclosure for this indoor season, so
2.5 feet short.
we won't want to be runner-up in this. Close here again, Billy. Oh, it just pulled up a bit shorter than I thought.
2 green.
Just possibly dropped in there. CEO of the World Bowls Tour, Richard Maddison, just taking a few minutes to watch this game.
Don't blame him. Get his feet up for a little bit. Been busy over the last few days.
The D-rig will start as soon as our cameras go off. The D-rig starts here and then we work through the night to put Blackpool Newton Hall back to where it was when we found it. It's a mucho rolling up of wires and
Well played.
boards being moved, etc.
One
etc.
red.
There you go, Richard Maddison, CEO of the World Bowls Tour. Not a bad bowler himself, got to the quarter-finals here. And then somebody to my left-hand side here beat him. He played very well though, hasn't
He
he?
did play very well. Yes, the first set especially. So Billy going early. Down on a good line.
Well, either the jack or the plant.
Ooh,
Oh, that's been a fault. He's got the worst result he could have got there.
that's unlucky. It's finished in a bad place. And so I was just asking if the players are playing with their own bowls. Well, yes, they are. That was just said. They're the sponsored
Wonderful.
players, so they all have a set of red and green of their own that play on their tour. In the main events, we do carry the pool bowls with us, so players can opt to play with a different set should they wish.
We've got most manufacturers in the pool of bowls as well. It's
Yeah, all
helps
there.
the overseas if they don't want to bring the bowls with them.
It's a good idea, Janice. Quite expensive to carry bowls overseas.
Yeah, and
Correct.
I think you mentioned yesterday in commentary that obviously a lot of the
Quarter of an inch
overseas,
gap.
models of bowls don't suit the indoor surfaces in the UK.
No, they don't. Most top players in this country will play with a stronger bias bowl.
And going again. This is under a line.
So Perry takes the opening end of the second set.
Just wait until Billy comes to check that.
2 shots. Perry Martin.
2 shots, so the back bowl must have counted.
A good judge.
Just give a mention to our 2 camera operators, Val and Dave. They've been here most of the week, operating the cameras for us on this TV rink.
Done a great job.
And if they haven't, it's normally been either the manager, Jonathan Goodall, or assistant manager, Susan Kearsley, that's been on the cameras for
Jack
us.
length 27.5 metres.
And of course, Val's a fantastic umpire herself.
Yeah, she stepped into the fray at one point as umpire marker when we needed an extra one here. Of course, used to be the umpire and marker for the tour card events. She had to go at TV umpiring, felt it wasn't for her. Held her hand up, enjoyed it, said, no, I shall go behind the camera for you. It's not for everyone, a lot of pressure when you're out there. Some people can be excellent markers and umpires, county and national level, but the World Bowls Tour, when you're making decisions that can cost people a lot of money or make people a lot of money, and under the scrutiny of the spectators as well. Of course, our marker out there at the moment, Dan McManus, is one of the newbies to the team, as is Tony Hatch, who's on the shot clock now. And you could say that the other umpire, Alan Thornhill, who's umpiring this game, is one of the old timers now on the on the WBT. The 3 umpires that aren't here at the moment that are part of that team: Francis Fletcher, Mike Davis and Dan Blewett. I'll be working with Dan in August as he's been
1 green.
job as head official for the Special Olympics indoor bowls.
That'd be great, that, Janice. I'll have to come over and have a look.
Yeah, his deputy for that, I'll give him a shout out if he's listening, is Colin Wilson. Should be a good week. I shall definitely have to, now I've mentioned those 2, I'll have to mention my boss for the week there will be Andy Webster from New Earswick, who's the competition manager, and I'm his deputy. Looking forward to it. Good thing to be part of. I know we've still got a lot of volunteers to look for marking and that sort of thing, but should be exciting to be part of that.
Unlucky there.
I just sat the wrong way, really.
Fell away, yeah.
1 green.
So, chance for Perry now. Just to arrive at this, Janice. Not much danger, just over the draw. Sit the bowl. Turn the jack.
Tickle on
Timeout
the jack
called.
would be very nice.
It's a nice hand, it'll come back for you. Just steadying himself now with the timeout.
It's only the second one he's used so far in the game. Well, all on pace here.
Just over the top. Good effort.
Tightens it down
1
for Billy
green.
to counter 2 now. Looks to be level. Billy Jackson started his expedition into this final here with a 1 bowl shootout, something we don't often see at World Bowls Tour events.
Yeah, it was interesting to watch. I've never seen one before. It was good to see. More tactics
One
to it than
shot,
you'd think,
Billy
Janice, isn't it, a
Jackson.
one-ball shootout.
Yeah, it sounds okay. And then when you start to really
Perry
think about
has
it, do
3
you take the
timeouts
jack? Do you
remaining.
give the jack away? Do you want to put a ball jack high, or do you just try and play it just through, or just short? There's all manner of things you have to consider when you're playing a one-ball shootout.
I just keep it simple and keep the jack and just try and get as close as I could.
And then let them make
worry
the most
about
of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was against Michael Layden.
Yeah, only just fell short of it. I think it more or less just touched the ball, actually, didn't it? Just
It's
arrived
very
at it.
close to
Jack
the
length
ball,
30 and a half
About
metres.
6 inches off. Horrible situation to be in.
Oh, Billy. This looks under the line to me. Very good for weight. Oh, the crowd were happy with that.
Yes.
Very forgiving crowd here at Blackpool. This looks short. Billy a second chance at it. I'm sure all the players at Swale and the players at Lincoln will be screaming at the TV screens for their player. Looks a better track here. If he's got the same sort of weight, it'll do all the work for it.
Pulling up.
Yeah, just dropped his weight that time.
And that forced Perry to change, yep. Change to the forehand. Nice smooth delivery.
Yeah, he's changed his delivery, taken a bit of coaching over the last few months apparently. Definitely changed the delivery. Something we
Two
talked
green.
about earlier about coaching.
Short's my last
He's a coach at Lincoln.
1.5 foot.
He used to be involved heavily in golf. It's been helping some of the players there. So perhaps he might have spoken to Mr. Jackson. I don't think he's spoken to him on this bowl. I don't know whether this is making the trip. Needs to run.
It's okay.
He's done better than I thought. Still pulled
Three
up
green.
short. Still room for Perry there. Just an adjustment on his last bowl.
Yep, he won't be wanting to play another one short. Needs to get one in. 3 against him. Better line.
Yeah, all on his pace of this one. Great line.
Just needs to run a bit now.
That buyer starts working. It takes the pace off. Might still be 2, which might force
3 green.
still 3.
3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Billy doesn't want to be turning that bowl in, but then again he doesn't want to leave the hand open for Perry. Choosing to go back to his backhand, make
Yep.
Perry play the shot.
I think I'd play my backhand as well, Janice. Just tuck it in out the way there. You don't want to play your forehand and finish at the side of the jack. It's not overly wide.
Might have stopped him for 4 there, but there's a shoulder on either side now for Perry.
4 green.
4 green. Oh, this is another one of those bowls. It's happened to Perry before, was looking at 4 down and drew shot.
Yeah, make your mind up. Play the shot.
I remember playing that end, Perry. We need to do the same here.
Is he
I don't know
here?
whether this is up.
They say he's not
Oh,
here.
he's not happy there. Well, on this occasion, Billy Jackson's got the 4.
Bit of a loose 4.
4 shots. Billy Jackson.
Just saying earlier how hard it was to score a 4 at this level.
Like we said, it just takes a bad end or,
Yeah.
you know, a good result. And unfortunately, Perry's just had a bad end there. He's not had many in this game.
A lot of thought there from Billy as to where to place his mat.
The positioning of the jack is more important than you think. Tends to skirt across the top of the surface here.
Yeah, we have seen a few sent off. This is going on.
Jack length,
What did you
30 and
say,
a
Dom?
half
Sort
metres.
of dig at mine, Janice.
It wasn't, but I did have a smile on my face when I said it.
I remember the old Carlisle carpet was very similar, wasn't it? It used to just
Yes,
skirt straight
yeah.
across the top of the surface.
Had a very
Shiny.
interesting sheen to
Yeah.
it, didn't it? Yeah, and it really, really whizzed across the top of the surface. It was easy to send jacks off at Carlisle. Different surface now up there, very similar carpet to this here. Great opening from Billy. Obviously that concentration on where he was going to put the mat and the jack.
Worked.
Yep.
Plenty of ends. Yep, for Perry. With the extra couple of ends. 11 ends in this final. Just compose himself.
Looks on a good track here.
Yeah, good opening bowl, just sliding through.
Yeah, that's not a bad bowl at all. Billy acknowledging that. Most of the top players will acknowledge a
14 inches.
good bowl from their opponent.
Yeah, good sportsmanship.
Good track again from Billy. Just pulled up. Needs another couple of feet in that to reach the Perry Martin bolt. Perry not far off with his last. Slight adjustment. Pace wasn't bad if it could pick the jack up as it went past.
Well, Perry. Good effort again. Just pulling up.
1 green.
Seem to be just pulling up short a little bit. I'm not sure the speed's changed maybe. Just don't seem to be finishing as much as they were early on. Doesn't want to spring it.
It's unfortunate.
1 green.
Well, Perry, got a chance now. Looks close. Urging it on. Done enough.
1 red.
Yep, one red.
Will be cursing that last bolt. Wanted another one close, but getting a connection on his own bowl and springing the jack out.
9-inch gap.
9 inches.
Plenty of room for Billy Jackson. If he's here. I think he's pulling up short. Big chance for Perry, repeat of delivery. I think even Perry's looking to see if he's got two. Looking to see which was second bolt.
I think it's definitely just the one. So, spare shot here. Not much danger.
Yeah, even a touch on the jack is okay. He doesn't have to worry about reaching. Nice wide line. Can make it all the way back if it's a good length.
Is he here? I don't think he's here, Janice.
No, I don't think he's reached. That's
1
a
shot. Perry Martin.
It's one of those he could have afforded to reach, but it's easier said than done. Going to the fifth end of this second set. Don't forget, Perry Martin won the first set, so this is an end that, well, rather a set that Billy Jackson's got to win to take us into a tie break. Second of the tour cards here at the Court Funeralcare European Masters.
Jack length, 29.5 metres.
This will take to the stage in November at the Jewers Centre in Perth to face Jonathan Ross. And also will be in the draw for the World Championships and the Cork Funeralcare International Open. Not a bad opener.
Billy was just choosing which hand was going to play there, just thinking about it.
Well, he normally prefers to play down the backhand here, but the forehand's a fair hand. All on pace as you reach him.
There's quite a few short balls being sent at the last few ends, Janice. Interesting. Last minute change.
Looks like a good track here, Perry, urging it on, urging it on. Still pulling up a touch short, but it's a good ball there.
Ball. Yeah, Billy's following him.
Yeah, well, just slips past that bowl. He knows he's got a chance of shot, even if he gets inside the back red bowl of Perry's. Well, on his pace here, needs to get past that red bowl.
One red.
We're going to wobble in. So,
We've seen a few bowls wobbling or wobble out over the last few days.
something wrong with this one, is there? Just underneath.
Might get a rest off Billy's to get a second shot. No, just gone underneath.
He just sneaked in. Hard to tell. Slight adjustment needed now from Billy.
He's looking very puzzled at this one, but it looks a good line, Billy, again.
Short.
It's weight again, isn't it?
Might not have been too bad with just a miss.
A hitch of the trousers there from Perry Martin as he walked determinedly back to the mat.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get this close. Good chance. Get back in this game.
All on pace. All on pace.
Little touch of this jack. We're very good.
What
That's
a
a
great
cracking
bowl.
bowl.
I don't think we'll see Billy being short at this.
No, I think he'll come at this.
3 or 4.
4 red.
4 red.
Absolutely cracking bowl.
Huge bowl that from Perry
7 inch
Martin.
gap.
Which will need a huge
Back
bowl
bowl.
here from Billy Jackson to get out of this. Just asking which is second bowl there, Jason. I just wonder if he's still thinking about drawing to that.
Looks like he is. If he's playing his backhand, he's just draw to this back bowl of Perry's. Doesn't want to be short. If you can just get to it. Thank you, Perry. The underneath, I can't see. Thank you.
Perry.
No,
Tell you what, that could be the 4 back.
looks like it is. A big
4
4 that,
shots.
Janice.
Perry Martin.
A good ball though.
It's times when we would like to see an action replay, because that was a really good shot from Perry. Just tickled the jack for 4. Was holding 1. 2 balls just behind. Just turned the jack. I think I certainly thought that Billy might have been running for that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether he'd just, go hard and just
Jack
try and
length,
clear a
28
couple away,
metres.
Janice. It was a big target. I think he was trying just to draw to that back bowl.
a bit of a loose opener there from Perry. Great reply from Billy, just a bit short still. And his backhand again. Perry's played this hand exceptionally well all week. Forcing Billy to follow him down that hand. Got a good line. Just needs the pace. Struggled a little bit with short bowls. Little kiss off Perry's
green.
bowl helped. Good track here, Perry's urging it on. All on pace, it'll make it all the way back. What a cracking ball. I tell you what, Perry Martin certainly come up with the goods on several occasions when under pressure.
Half an inch past Billy.
Oh, Billy, we need to try and change this. Doesn't want Perry to start running away with this second set. It's a set that Billy Jackson's got to win to take us to a tie break.
One red.
I think Perry will just be putting a cover bowl in here. The green bowl just to the right of the centre line. If Billy reach that, might get the right connection to take shot bowl away. But Perry will just want to cover there. Just looking to cover this. Wants it to drift past those bowls. Now, Billy, your bowl. If it gets the right connection, will it take the other bowl out? Thanks, Jason, for being a score runner there for a moment. We were just checking all the scores. It's a big bowl here for Billy, holding shot, and then Perry drew round it to get shot. I think he does right to come and have a look at this. He's got loads of timeouts to take.
Billy has 4 timeouts remaining.
If he can get it just right, if he can hit his closest bowl solid, count a 2 or 3 out of it if his bowl follows.
I'll be disappointed to have dropped the 4 at the last end. He's just looking at the score, so thank goodness we changed it for him.
Out
Jason.
of breath.
He did just have a glance at the score. He's only 2 behind at the moment.
Yeah, I think if he can just get the right connection on the middle green bowl, straight onto the red bowl without any movement of the jack.
He's playing it off his forehand. Only means he's going quicker.
Oh dear.
I think it's just still the 1 down.
I think so. I'll laugh about that.
1 shot, Perry Martin.
Well, 8-5 now to Perry Martin after 6 ends. Still a few ends left, but he's 3 up. Billy Jackson's got to win this set to take us into a tie break. Played very well as Perry.
He has.
Come up with some big bowls just at the right time. You could hear a pin drop.
Jack length 28 metres.
Just overplayed it. Certainly in the driving seat in this second set.
We'll be looking at just keeping the rest of this set tight. Won't be wanting to drop any counts.
Underweight with this one, Billy. Definitely seems to have changed the pace. It's gone a little bit cooler in here, but not significantly so.
Doesn't like it. Turn his back on it.
This is when Billy's got to call on all these years of experience.
Dig deep.
Two green.
Definitely a scrappy end considering how these two have been playing.
Certainly is. He played this direction better yesterday than the other direction. He was finding it. Is he here?
Well, again, good line.
I'll go underneath now.
It's not swooping away.
Two green.
Doesn't want to be having a loose end now, Janice.
No, he's done this once where he dropped to 4. Third end of this second set. Doesn't want to give Perry anything to rest on. That's a good bowl from Billy there.
Certainly is. He'd be looking at getting at least second with this bowl. Shot ideally, but second I don't think he'll be moaning about.
No, his weight was very good with his last. He just needs to adjust that line.
Yep, no wider line.
Normally tell from his body language whether he likes it or not. Likes it.
Yeah, he's on a good line now. How's your weight, Perry? I think he's played one, Janice. It's a good
What a
bowl.
bowl.
One red.
Now is this level? Because if it
4.5 inches past
I don't
Billy
think
with a
Billy will be
gap
short
of
of it.
3 inches.
That's all he wanted to hear if it was past. As soon
Yeah.
as the word past came to mind, I think Billy will be aggressive at this. 3 without it, Billy.
Backhand just tend to stick a little bit if he plays it over pace.
Close to it.
Just sticks a little bit. Oh,
Nearly knocked it
nearly.
through the gap.
One shot. Perry Martin.
In the last 4 ends as Perry to take a full shot lead with 4 ends left to play. 1 an end is not enough for Billy Jackson to take us into a tie break. Can the magician conjure something up in the last 4 ends? Or will the young man from Swale take the glory and pick up the second tour card?
Nice little sigh of relief there. Be glad to get away with that one.
Yeah, good last bowl again from Perry. Like you say, he'd have been happy to get second there, but to get shot.
Jack length 28 metres.
It's just about trusting that hand, Janice, isn't it? Put it out on that wide line.
Yeah.
And as long as you've got a length, it will always come for you.
Allow the ice of the bowl to do the work.
So big push for the finish line for Perry.
Watching this, like I say, his body language is normally pretty good for whether he likes a bowl or not. That's not a bad opener at all.
Certainly not.
Thanks everybody for joining us on the YouTube and the Facebook for this your last World Bowls Tour live tournament. All systems will be go again on the 4th of November at the Jewish Centre at Perth. The Court Funeralcare Scottish International Open. Billy. Just under the line.
One green.
That's all that was wrong with it, really.
A good line. Comes back late. Does he just push through again or not? Just.
There's still a chance for Billy to slot another in. It's not easy though, there's not much room there. All on pace. Can make it all the way back if it's a good weight. Looks like it's
Push through it.
yeah.
So a couple of options here for Perry. Stick with the backhand draw. Oh, he's feeling adventurous. He could look at just planting that bowl out. Just arriving. Doesn't need to be too adventurous. Drawing well. Going for the plant.
Tell you what, he's in the area. Very close to this. He's very
Oh, he's
unlucky.
unlucky. Half a bowl away from being very good.
Half a bowl away from virtually being close to shaking
2.5
hands
inches
time.
short.
Would have been a big gap there if he'd have got a 2 or a 3 out of that. As it is, Billy Jackson really could use another bowl in there now. Short.
One
It's
shot.
a single.
Billy Jackson.
Well, he's not on the previous 4 ends, so at least it gets in the option as to where he takes his jack. It's a lot of thinking about this. Three in it, 3 ends to play. Billy Jackson's got to win this set, so 4 needed. Perry is just really looking to win one of the ends, Jason.
I think he sent this jack off.
Yep.
Oh, he won't be happy with that.
Shot from our ditch cam there. That's not helping the Billy Jackson cause at all. If Perry was to go on to win these couple of games on this televised rink, will stand him in good stead when he gets to Scotland. As we were saying before, he's experienced playing under the shot clock. He does play with red bowls, but the first game for either of these that get to Scotland would be with green bowls.
Jack length
As it
27 and a
works for
half meters.
Henselite, I'm sure Henselite will provide him with some green bowls.
Yes, I'm sure he won't struggle. I'm sure he'll be speaking to some of the top players as to which model is best suited on the portable ring.
Well, last year's Scottish International Open was won with Tigers. Greg Harlow, defending champion for that event. It's one of the most exciting finals of bowls I've ever seen. It went to tie breaks, and where you can kill an end, we had ends killed, and it was very exciting.
Great bowl again. Very good start.
Interesting to be part of that crowd that day because everybody seemed to be Scottish apart from me and Kay Harlow. So I'm sure if Kay is listening, and I'm sure she'll remember that there was only our 2 English voices about. Predominantly Scottish, let's put it that way.
Just undercut it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to lose his way here. Just got himself back in. 2 would be very nice for Billy. If Perry wins this end, it'll be a start the car moment for the Jacksons. Perry, absolute look of concentration here.
Last ball, 12 inches past.
Really just looking to sit the bowl out here, Jason. Some sort of movement on the jack would help.
Yep, you're right, Janice. Just arrive on it. Sit the bowl, replace it, or drag the jack. Just going
be
under.
Oh, very close to being perfect, really.
Right.
Close is not good enough, though, is it?
We tipped it early. So Perry will be looking at covering these bowls here now. If you could just land on the middle one, it'd be very good. Be wanting this to run a little bit further. Doesn't want to make a target.
Good.
Really a bit something similar to his last would have straightened up off
Last
that
ball was
bowl.
10 inches from jack high with a gap of 7 inches.
Drops a 2 here though. Perry's still got a bowl left as well. Big bowl this from Billy Jackson. Gone quicker, but going under.
So a bit of a free shot for Perry. Maximise this end here. 3 here.
Give him a 12-6 lead. 2 ends to play. 7 shots in 2 ends.
Yeah, be very...
Start the car moment. And
yeah, it's a lot to ask the way Perry's playing as well.
I'm sure there'll be some Prosecco on ice down at Swale. I'm sure if I tell you what, if Sandy Hazel's listening in, there'll be some Prosecco
Right,
on
okay.
ice, raring to go.
Yeah, that's just enough, is it?
He'd be disappointed if he hasn't got 3 here. Two's still good.
2 shots, Perry Martin.
So just the 2.
11-6-5. 2 ends to play. Billy Jackson's got to score 6 to take us to a tie break. Trust me, the Prosecco will be on ice.
Get the fizz out.
You'll be disappointed not to have made the 3 there, to have only picked up 2, but still with the lead he's got, 11-6.
Jack length 28.5
to
metres.
9 ends. It'll be over with if we were playing semi-final ends, but we still have another 2 ends here. 11 end sets we play in the finals at the World Bowls Tour. Oh, Perry. Can we go out with a good lead? And then for my stack of pieces of useless information, we would be able to say that the same set of bowls has won 2 finals. I'll store that for November.
Yeah, dear.
I know.
Park it.
I know. In the back of the memory bank.
That's not ideal start for Billy.
No, needs to go a 3 or a 4 really, and a short bowl's not going to help the cause. It's good to see new people about, new names about though. Perry Martin, who does pick up this title and steps into the World Bowls Tour ranking events. A lot of people won't know who he is and they won't know how good he is. We fortunately do, and we know he can give any man a run for the money, or any woman for that matter.
Correct, Dennis. Yeah.
1 green.
It's great to see, and it's good to show that you can do this. You can just pay your money, enter the competition, turn up,
Yep.
and you can get like you say, one of the biggest prizes. Enter into your 3 is an amazing prize.
It's close again here. He's definitely played very consistently. He's just unlucky there, but played really, really well. Can't take it away from Perry.
He's certainly got confidence in his own ability.
He won't be able to celebrate if he's hot-footing it back down the motorway tonight. I'm not sure whether he's due to be stopping or not.
It's always nice to say you got beat by the winner, Janice.
I'm glad. I'm glad you're happy, Jason. Having to spend all this time in a commentary box with me, you've got to find something to keep you happy.
It's been a good 4 days.
Yeah, it's been very enjoyable. And some good bowls sent. As always, we've had a few smiles along the way.
So
Both
Perry,
disappointed to lose in the event, but it's been good to watch some of the bowls.
hey ho, I live for another day. Well, Perry,
Wow, close.
you're just going to pull up. Little flick. So chance for this, Billy, I
Goes
think.
for the second,
No.
but I favour it's a 2, Billy.
Favours, it's 2 at the
Favours.
moment,
Well.
so
Big chance.
got a draw then.
This is a big bowl, really, Janice.
If it's a favour for 2, that's a big call by Dan McManus as well.
Needs to bend now. Now, what angle is he going to fall back off this? I think if he favours 2, that looks nearer than the other one.
Could take us into a last end. That's a huge call from Dan McManus there that he favoured it at this point in time in the game.
Umpire, please.
Well, if it is 3, it gives Billy a big chance in the next end.
Well, it actually takes us into the last end, which for a while there it was looking like it wasn't likely to be. Alan Thornhill just asking for the other bowls to be removed. Steady hands, Thornhill.
Oh, that one looked in, Janice. See which is the nearest of the 2 red, is he? Got a funny feeling it's 2. Measure for the 3rd one.
2's not enough, remember.
Ooh. Very close. I'm going to go for 2.
It looks like it could be game over. Alan Thornhill will take his time over this because this is a big decision.
Well, he could leave. It's only 2. He'll need a maximum, won't he, with the last end?
He's got to win this set, hasn't he? So he's tough ask.
I'm going to go for 2. Let's have a look. It's very close. Just straight through.
It's 2. Yeah, just the
2
2.
shots. Billy Jackson.
A bit of a smile happening there. That's good to see because just had a unfortunate call there, but these things happening. Just said favoured. It was 2, so therefore a player should be questioning that. But I do tend to listen to what the umpires say, and their eyesight's far better than mine sometimes, Jason.
It was, you know, you're talking probably a millimetre there,
Yeah,
Janice,
yeah,
if that.
needed the measure.
Yeah, with the
So-
eyesight.
Billy Jackson got a
Jack
score of
length
4.
25 metres.
Yep, 4-0.
There's been 2 4s scored in this game so far, one by Billy, one by Perry. So we need another 4 here from Billy to take us into a tie break.
He's changed the length big time this time, maybe just to try and throw him. Do you think, Janice?
Yeah, I think
Just to try and really throw him off.
change something.
As long as it doesn't throw yourself off, you're alright. So I won't want to be short.
I have a horrible feeling.
Yeah, I think I've just cursed him.
Yeah.
Not
Oh, Perry.
ideal.
One between that and the jack.
I won't be happy with that.
Don't think too complicated about it, just one between that and the jack. Bad one, just overplayed it a touch. Bit of nerves perhaps going in there, but
I think so, Janice, yeah.
bound to be at this stage.
On the wider line. Better pace.
Right, Perry Martin, you've played so well all these last few days. All you really have to do is get a couple of bowls inside there and then make Billy Jackson work for a 4.
I think he's pushed this one as well, Janice. Well, Billy's tactics work so far.
Yeah, just both need to just steady themselves a little bit.
Yes, I think so.
Good track from Billy. Doesn't want to move the jack. Doesn't want to move the jack. Well. Now done.
2 green.
Yes, he's moved it. He knows himself that was what he didn't want. He wanted a close one. I can't see Perry not getting the bowl in here now though. And again, stranger things have happened. Swoop now, and it'll just get inside that one. Yeah.
Well played.
Well played.
1
So
green.
we're down to this bowl from Billy Jackson. When the dust settles after this bowl, if it's not a 3 green,
Last ball past the jack is 18
Wales
inches
Perry
past.
Martin takes tour card 2 in what's been a fantastic weekend of bowls.
Very hard to make the 4, Janice. He's got to get a connection with enough pace and then also to stay in.
He's got to do one of his magician shots.
He's wide. Well played, Perry Martin.
One shot, Billy Jackson, second set in the match.
Really pleased for him. Really pleased. Played exceptionally well.
Yeah, it's good to be saying, Grace, he's not only played well, but he's carried himself well on and off the rinks. For one of the younger men, he doesn't perhaps look his tender years, but it's been nice to see he's had a word for everybody. He's chatted and certainly deserved that win. You know, Billy Jackson will be disappointed, as would Simon Skelton this morning. They were both on the verge of getting back into the top 16, and that was a huge shout for both of them.
Yes, it's got to hurt, like you say, that all the ranking points, being in all 3 events would have put them back up there.
Yeah.
So it has got to hurt a little bit, but deserving winners, both of them.
Of course, that means that they go into our next televised tournament, which is at the Dewars Centre in Perth. Don't forget to join us there from the 4th to the 11th of November, live on YouTube. And by the sounds of the way things have gone this week, Jason, live on Facebook Live as well, hopefully.
I would think so, Janice. It's been very, very popular. Very popular indeed.
Yeah, we'll hand over to Tom Weir, the Assistant Tournament Director, and the presentations.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now wages time. The European Masters Tour Card 2 runner-up, Billy Jackson.
Well, I think Billy will be disappointed there, as we said, but played well. He'll be back.
Oh, definitely. Most definitely. Over this side, please, Billy. Thank you.
The European Masters Tour Card 2 champion, Perry Martin.
And here we go, the young man from Swale. A worthy winner.
Done an excellent job, Perry. Played very well. Well, thanks so much for joining me in commentary, Jason. It's been a pleasure to have you company in here.
Thank you very much, Janice. I've enjoyed it.
Thanks, viewers, for tuning in. Join us again on the 4th of November at Dewars at Perth.
That now completes the World Bowls Tour season. We will now see you all in Perth, Scotland in November. Thank you.